I uh I write simulations. If you're wondering what I do.
You write simulations.
Yeah, I'm a programmer.
Dude, I hate to say it, but you know you could just simulate that? I know a
Sa-
guy, he'll put it together for you, no problem.
Simulate the programming.
Yeah, it's easy.
All right.
If you give me
Getting game
10
review
grand, I'll
right
get a guy
now.
to write a simulation for that.
I do simulations for Boeing aircraft.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm working on a 737 right now.
What are you simulating?
What?
What are you simulating for that 737?
Oh, just putting them together, working on them, repairing them. It's for
What?
it's
That's
maintenance
not.
simulations.
Oh, okay.
But I
So you
also
never have to. Do you ever have to simulate like what would happen if, let's say, an object the size of a man from a different planet, we'll say, just for the sake of argument, Krypton tried to grab the Boeing by its wing to slow its descent? You don't know what would happen in that situation? Do you have run simulations for that?
no, but I did do something interesting when I was working on the Apache helicopter.
I'll be the judge of that.
So the Apache is actually a Boeing aircraft too, but I threw in a giant mage that was bigger than the helicopter itself, and I turned it into an RPG where the mage could fire flamethrower abilities at the Apache helicopter, and the Apache could storm it with Hellfire missiles.
Okay, but is it not racist that you were firing things at an Apache?
How is that racist?
Is that not? It's not a race thing
No,
historically.
we're not worried about Apache Indians anymore. We made peace. We gave them
Is it
casinos.
not? Is it not a problem to call them Indians?
Whatever you want. You know, that's what they taught us at
Okay.
Thanksgiving. Indians.
They thought it was at Thanksgiving where you went to school.
No. Thanksgiving is the celebration we have every year to talk to thank each other and eat tons of food.
Okay, guys, sorry for the interlude. The SPX is the teal Terran at the 11 o'clock, and vOddy is the yellow Protoss at the like, 5, 6 o'clock.
Well, so what do you think after that first game? Does vOddy seem like did he just come out strong and put SPX on his back foot, or is he looking too good just in general for SPX?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's unfair probably to say that vOddy is just too good to be defeated. Like that's rough. I mean, he's a really strong player. That's fine, but I think that SPX probably knows how vOddy plays by now. Like if he's seriously playing this, and it looks like he's playing it pretty seriously, he's had plenty of time to look at the way vOddy plays and to try and pick it apart a little bit. I'm sure
Yeah.
that he's got something planned, but the question is whether or not it'll be enough. And the real question is, if you're vOddy, have you studied SPX? Like, is this a match that you prepare for?
Right. And or do you have to just go off your natural mechanics and all the previous games you played on Circuit Breaker, which is quite a common map. So he could have just a standard game plan.
The question is, do you think vOddy's standard game is strong enough to beat SPX?
Well, based on what we saw last time, I think that he will give SPX a lot of trouble if he goes off with the same aggressiveness. Because like we saw with SPX versus Zergboy, when he was getting stretched on his multitasking, it was really hard for him.
I'm not even sure if it's a question of multitasking. I think it's just in the Zergboy game we saw SPX respond perfectly to like a really aggressive early game that just penned him in, and he managed to react really well to it. He used his vultures to as much possible advantage as they could be, and then he eventually just broke out and won the game when Zergboy didn't really close it. And I think the difference here is that vOddy knew how to close it. Like he pinned him in, and then he just kept him there, and that was it. And this
Right.
time, vOddy's playing for an even earlier advantage with the early Nexus. And I don't know if that's something vOddy's going to be able to play up against.
Well, I think it's a pretty good choice. I mean, there's an even chance that you have this, cross spawn position, and especially with cross spawn, that the scout's just going to take so much longer, and he's going to get away with getting this nexus without any aggression. You know, barring the fact that I guess SPX could have just two racks in the middle of the map.
Well, is the map not too big even to really two arcs in the middle of the map? Is that is that a thing people do?
Two racks? Yeah, we've seen two racks on this map before.
My God, it seems like such a long way.
Yeah, well, we've seen there was actually a Sonic Star League, I think maybe SSL 9 or 8, where one of the Terran players, 2-raxed, scouted the natural and didn't see the opponent, and then continued moving on to another base. And so they guessed the wrong spot for their opponent after they mis-scouted.
And how did that work out?
And then basically instantly GG'd when he realized
yeah, that's what I expected. You know, when someone asks if you can do something, probably the best response is not to be like, oh yeah, I mean it doesn't work, but you can still do it.
Right.
This is interesting. There's no goon range coming up, so I'm kind of curious to see what vOddy's plan is here. I guess you just take your natural and just chill for a while. There's plenty of time.
It is interesting too, though, that he made 2 gateways. I guess before going for any more tech instead of going for a robo first. And now he does have that range upgrade on the way. I wonder if he gets another gas.
Yeah,
or maybe goes for DTs.
Well, I don't know. Like in a map this size, do you just throw them around the map and hope, or do you just drop them and then just use them for scouting after that? My DT knowledge is so limited.
Right. Well, yeah, you're right. On a map this big, I mean, you can run around DTs if you want to, but really you've got to do the same thing you do with Reavers. You've got to shuttle them in. It's the only way you'll really get damage.
Yeah, and he's got the robe on the way up, I guess, so things are lining up neatly for your estimation.
Yep, and we've got double Vulture upgrades here, and actually taking a machine shop early. So I wonder, I guess he really wants to be aggressive with these Vultures, and he wanted those upgrades as fast as possible. That's the only reason to rationalize getting that second machine shop right away.
Well, he's been doing really well with the Vultures in the last game. Like the game just passed where he almost beat vOddy, was on this, or sorry, not almost beat, but almost survived the terminal push from vOddy, was when he used mines to best advantage. When he beat Zergboy, it was using Vultures to best advantage. Like I guess he knows what he's doing with them. And he's pushing out the early tanks into the Dragoons. This is pretty grim. I guess if the micro's good, he's got this.
Yeah, this timing is going to be pretty strong here.
And more Vultures following out as well. Yeah, I think with the mines this could be really nice.
Siege mode is on its way too. He's just gonna try and camp on this bridge here. He's probably maybe gonna take that little spot right there that I'm showing on the screen.
He's gonna lose a tank almost immediately. That's rough. He's repairing. You lose. We lost one straight away, and suddenly this is losing all of its teeth.
Yeah,
especially with the
Zelda out. You've got to be patient with this sort of push.
or not. That's also an option, I guess. It's just unfortunately if you're not, you have to lose things. But the mines, he's managed to lead him back around into the mines. It's kind of neat.
Oh,
nice
he does
work.
manage to take out 2 Dragoons with that one mine.
This is interesting though. He's achieved very little.
Yet, you know, he killed off quite a few Zealots and got a few Dragoons.
But is that what you really hope to accomplish with this early push?
Well, I'm not playing, so I don't know what SPX hopes, but...
That's true.
He really would like to have a better contain here. Obviously, a 1-tank contain isn't a contain at all, in my opinion, but it's very threatening with all these mines that he's putting down. It's being really difficult, even with the Observer out. I mean, this is still a little bit of a climb for vOddy to escape his natural.
Oh, I don't know, he seems to have it under control.
Oh, running in the SEVs too. Trying to repair, I guess.
Oh, that mine is very close though. This is kind of interesting. The mine placements are really aggressive.
I mean, is there any point where you're like, I really wish that probes didn't hover so you could use them to gather up the mines?
Oh, there is not. Crazy person. I wonder what prompted that decision in Brood War's like design phase. Did someone say, you know what? What if all the workers could kind of fly? That'll be grand. That's what we should do to balance things.
Oh, he's getting 2 Vultures inside the base here. Block off with these mines too, and now he's gonna get in the back and get a couple kills. He's getting 1 here, 3 there. Okay, it's not bad between the Vultures. They got 4 kills.
Though, I think this is like it's such a big commitment. He's not building a second. Oh, he's building Command Center now, so I guess he is expanding behind it. But It's so much later.
Yeah, I feel like just because he didn't get the second command center, he is quite a bit behind.
Do you know where the name vOddy comes from?
Where does it come from?
Oh no, I was asking. I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm hoping you could drop
Maybe
me
he's a
some
fan of
lore.
VODs.
That's brilliant. Thank you. That's truly incredible.
And if he likes first-person ones, then he would be FP vOddy.
I don't know if that's a joke. Like, it's hard to tell if you. Oh,
You'll learn me soon enough.
Oh, I.
It takes at least 30 casts with me to figure me out.
Me.
Oh, here come the vultures down from the bottom. They're gonna just try and sweep in here, but there's not gonna be anything.
The
He's just gonna get this
third Nexus is almost complete anyway. So.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he lost 2 more Dragoons to mines inside of the middle of the map. Oh. Oh, I thought there was a unit inside the base, but that's just an observer camping right on top of that natural command center. He's realizing that there's nothing walling off here. There's not even a bunker. So...
Yeah, he's building mines of all things. I wonder, is there any plan to move in, or is he just going to leave it?
Oh my god, these vultures, they made it inside the natural base again.
But there are 2 Dragoons that way and stuff them. I guess I'll get some probes, so this one is much nicer.
Yeah, not bad. He actually managed to get 6 kills in total.
And he's moving on the natural now. Sorry, what he is.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, he's late enough to their tanks already, though.
Yeah, if he can get this one last
I guess
tank,
if you just walk in and kill them. Oh, and we're on the fleets.
Man, vOddy is a brave man. He just runs up to those tanks, does not care. But SPX, he's keeping it cool. He's got the tanks on the high ground. 3 factories right now. 4, actually. And in the back, he does have an armory, and he just started that +1 attack. I really like what we've been seeing from Mind. As a Terran player, he goes for double armories and tries to get those upgrades really fast for his mech in TVP.
And just as I said, vOddy starts +1 ground attack, so everything's lining up pretty neatly. If he just wants to keep on going with the Dragoons like he did in the last game, he's in great shape for it. He has 3 bases and 2 gateways. Another one coming up.
Yeah, not quite enough gateways right now.
So?
A sacrificial Dragoon though to take out all those mines.
That's
he was
fantastic.
not
I'm
going to
surprised
have
he
it
just
with the
probably
micro.
with zealots.
Ooh, this is scary right now. These Dragoons are in a really bad spot.
This is fine. He's like all he has to do is keep
he
the
might
tank
get
down.
one more. He's going to get the last tank. Oh my goodness. That turned into
the
something
building goes
incredible.
into the splash damage. Is that do buildings take splash damage?
What about their splash?
The mine flash killed the building that was trying to complete the wall on,
it did.
on the edge. It's ridiculous.
That or he canceled it.
Oh, maybe. Well, let's hope he canceled it.
Yeah, I think it. I don't know. Can you usually tell by the debris between a cancel and a wrecked building?
But cancels leave no debris, don't they?
So I think it got wrecked.
Well, let's assume.
Yeah, REKT wrecked. Oh, this observer that had been sitting there for so long will finally. Actually, no, that was a new one. The other one on that command center is still alive. Observer lives matter the most. Hashtag observer lives matter.
I don't know what that means. What are you doing?
Oh, it's an American thing right now. This hashtag that says hashtag Black Lives Matter.
He's kind of in okay shape. I don't really understand what's happening. Suddenly he has enough tanks. He doesn't have anything else, which is a bit scary. But he has 6 tanks.
Right. Oh, and this Spider-Mine takes out both the Dragoon and the probe inside that 3rd base or 4th base. Pardon my counting. So where to go from here? This looks like vOddy's just gonna sit back and macro.
4th base at 6 o'clock.
What about it?
Oh, no, just nice that he's getting it so early. I'm kind of concerned that vOddy is keeping his tank extremely low.
Yeah.
Like he's always spending. It's great. It's really genuinely like impressive considering.
Yeah, and the best way to keep your economy low is just at this point in the TVP, just continue to take Nexus after Nexus. And he's got 3 Stargates though, so it looks like he will be going for that carrier style build. I guess he's brushing up on his
Why
Risu
not?
versus
Got the
mine.
game in hand.
Uh-huh. Well, is this response going to be good enough? Has the range upgrade been done for the Goliath? Probably not. Does he have enough factories?
It has been, I haven't seen it. Well, that's the question. What does he have, 5 or 6? 5. Grim.
But there are 10
And there's
tanks on
still
the map here.
Vultures.
Oh, misclick there.
The is this actually the carriers? It is. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be carriers. You got the fleet beacon, one carrier on the way. I imagine my observing here is like watching Cloverfield. If you ever seen that movie.
Is this not kind of hubris though? Like, is this not the moment where you kind of overplay your own hand?
No, this is perfect. Carriers are great on this map. He's got the economy for it, and he can deal with this push because really, these tanks are contained. There's not a contain on the natural. In fact, the Terran's contained itself by the way it's positioned itself here. These tanks are going to die pretty quickly once the first few carriers pop out.
He's got buckets of vultures coming in.
I'm actually really worried for SPX right now. He hasn't scanned inside of the main base. He doesn't know what's going on. But he did take out this natural. It's not too significant. It's a mineral.
The natural was gone. The third isn't mining. Like, there will be carriers, but how many? And how soon?
Yeah, he needs to push out as soon as the first two carriers finish up. And he does have a huge lack of zealots. And he needs to have those heavy groups of zealots to be able to engage inside of this army. Not going for Arbiter, though.
Wait. Is he going to flank the tanks?
Does make this a little bit
okay,
harder.
this is grim. Oh, this is, yeah.
Oh man, these vultures reply so quickly to push back this Protoss army. SPX playing quite well right now.
SPX is positioned himself really strongly, and that 6 o'clock being cut off means that vOddy has suddenly cut back to 2 bases, one of which is basically mined out, like his main is almost empty. Like, yeah, 200, sub 300 on every patch in that base.
The design of Circuit Breaker right now makes it really hard for vOddy to take out this Terran army.
Well, the first 2 carriers are done.
Yes, of course, they can ignore all the design of this map and just float around wherever they'd like.
They can also ignore literally every unit, but with the turrets down already to defend him, like, I feel as though they might have been just as much for DTs as anything else, but they at the very least will, you know, scout out carriers and shoot them a little bit. I guess they're not going to kill them anytime soon. But oh, he has the spinning carrier over the Nexus. Yeah. Ultimate banner patrol.
Oh, he's going to lose this additional Nexus now, too. The third is taken here. SPX is in a great position.
Yeah, this is vintage hubris gaming. Someone gets an enormous advantage and decides they can do whatever they want. And then slowly, the advantage ebbs away.
Yep.
There are a lot of zealots out now, though, and the tanks are really far from the vultures. I'm not sure. Is this wise? Is he about to just lose? Oh, never mind. The vultures are coming back.
Oh, wow. He's going to try and push in here and take out these tanks.
He'll get
He should really just sit back and wait as long as he can.
This is really rough.
Yeah, vOddy doesn't have the army to sustain in this right now. But there are these initial carriers.
Carrier capacity is just this second finished.
And look at all these turrets just ready. So it doesn't even matter if he doesn't have Goliaths. He still does have the issue.
I think it matters. So he can just continue to spam down the turrets. Like now he's kind of pinched. Oh wow! Nice.
Oh, GG. Yeah,
there you go.
vOddy made some mistakes there. I don't think that getting a third Stargate was necessary too. I mean, two Stargates is ample enough.
Is that really what cost him? I'm not sure.
Well, it comes down to a few more things, but I feel like because he spent the minerals and gas and getting a third Stargate and focusing on 3 carriers at a time instead of getting enough gateway to deal with that ground army.
I don't know. I feel like he won the first one because he just kept on ramming gateway units in, and his production was always going to be up to it, and his macro was always going to be up to it, and his control was always up to it. That game, he held off on the gateway units. He jumped to carriers instead. Like that's a big fucking play. It's pretty bold.
Right. All right, we got game number 3 on the way.